Hi friends, it's Rebecca here from Rebecca's Retro, back with another Friday Finds video. And because this video is going to premiere on June 21st, the first day of summer, I thought it would be fun if I pulled out some dishware and drinkware that is likely to be used in summer entertaining. And so that's what we're going to look at today, summertime dishes. And let's get started. When I was growing up, one of our annual summer routines was to drive from wherever we were living at that time to visit our grandparents in Oregon and then back again to wherever it was we lived. And these were in the days before all cars had air conditioning, and there were a lot of us crammed into the car. So when we would pull into a town that had an A&W drive-in, we would all start screaming, "Please, Dad, please, can we stop and have some root beer?" And he often did let us stop and have some root beer. So some of my favorite collectibles are old A&W root beer mugs. They bring back such fun memories from my childhood, and I'm betting maybe for you too. Do you remember how they would keep them in the freezer so those mugs came out frosty cold, and then they put in that frothy root beer? Oh, it was so good. So here's the large size. It holds about 12 ounces. It's a very heavy mug. Notice that logo on the map. That was one of the later logos. And then there was the little baby size mug. My recollection is that the little children would get their A&W drink for free in these little mugs. And so that was kind of a family-friendly thing that the drive-in still did. I don't know if they still do or not. There aren't very many A&Ws around. In fact, none in my neck of the woods. And then here's a medium-sized mug with this, again, this oval, the logo that probably more of us remember. So if you have your own A&W memories and would like some mugs to share those with your family, I have them at Rebecca's Retro, so pop on over. Or if you prefer a different kind of root beer, here's another one. This is Dad's. I hope you can see that logo there. This is in the shape of a barrel, again, a very heavy mug. This one is great for ice cream floats. It's such a generous size that you can plop in a couple of scoops of ice cream, pour on the root beer. It's so good. I feel like having one right now, and I bet I'm making you a little hungry and thirsty too. And speaking of floats, ice cream floats, how about this one? This 7-Up, the Uncola goblet in a 1970s green color. Again, a great size for an ice cream float. I have 2 of these that are going into the shop. So you could share some summer fun with a favorite person. Now, if you prefer your ice cream straight up without liquid poured over it, here's a tulip-shaped sundae dish. Very pretty detailing on it. It's a nice heavy piece of glass as well. Think how pretty this is with maybe different flavors of ice cream, different colors of syrup or topping. This could be elegant for a dinner or very casual, served in the evening out on your deck. It's sturdy enough to go almost anywhere, but pretty enough to be on your table for a fancy meal. So that's one sundae dish that I have here. I also have this, when just one scoop of ice cream will do. These little stainless steel dishes. I have several of these that are going into the store. You see the little ruffled edge there. This looks like something straight out of an old-time ice cream shop. Really fun. A great way to share some ice cream in the summer. And speaking of sharing ice cream, I think we all love Dairy Queen. That's a US and Canadian favorite. And I don't know if you remember, but back in the early 90s, they were at Dairy Queen, they were serving the sundaes in these little baseball helmets. Here's, for my Canadian friends, Toronto Blue Jay, but you get it this way, of course, with the ice cream in there. So here's that one. And then I have some in a darker shade of blue. I've sold quite a few of these, so I don't have very many teams left. I do have Kansas City. I don't know what that S stands for. I'm not a very good baseball person, so I'm almost afraid to say the name. I think this is the Houston Astros, but I'm not exactly sure. And this must be San Diego. So I'm putting these in the store as well. Nothing says summer like baseball and ice cream. That's really good together. So there's some ideas for both some frothy drinks and ice cream floats, that sort of thing. But if you're just into something to drink, I want to show you several pictures here that are great for the summer. And I'm going to present them in kind of chronological order from about the 1920s up, pushing the limit to what Etsy would say is retro. So I'm going to start with this really gorgeous pottery pitcher. It very safely holds a gallon, not even quite up to the very rim, which you wouldn't want to go above that. You can see the company logo there on the bottom, in the shape of a barrel. So this would be great for lemonade, limeade, iced tea. It actually holds the cold pretty good too because it's such a heavy pottery. And it comes with a number of little of these mugs. And these mugs hold 12 ounces very safely. And again, you can see the company logo there on the bottom, the same barrel kind of shape. So these are from the 1920s or 30s. These make pretty display pieces too, as well as wonderful for serving drinks in. Then from the 40s or 50s, here is a real summer favorite. I bet you remember these aluminum pitchers, anodized. They're so summer because when you put something cold in it, remember how the side just gets all frosty, and I mean, you can just see the cold. It's wonderful. This pitcher is in a pretty vibrant sort of purple color. I love that. And then I have 4 cups or glasses that go with it. These are about not quite 12 ounces, I think maybe about 11 ounces. These are from the Italian company. I believe it's pronounced Pascal. Forest green, red, another shade of green, and a sort of a chartreuse color. These glasses just scream summer. They're even cold to the touch without anything in them. Fill them up with something icy and cold, and remember they get that glaze on the outside. Oh, this is summer for sure. I know you'll remember those. So you'll want to hop right over and check those out as well to bring back some summer fun. Then from the 60s or 70s is this, I try to get them in here so you can see that face. This is the Mr. Kool-Aid pitcher. And again, this holds a nice gallon of Kool-Aid, or you could put in some other drink if you wanted. You don't have to stick to what it was created for. But this one will delight the little ones in your life. Again, very sturdy plastic, easy to use inside or outside, very safe. And then for the grown-ups in your life, here is this beautiful blown glass pitcher. You can see down near the bottom, it almost takes on a blue or purplish glaze. This one would be great for a wine punch, sangria, some sort of drink like that you want to stir. But really, this is more for the grown-ups. And this would probably be from the 80s or 90s. It's just beautiful. I think it's really a gorgeous piece. Again, very heavy. So you wouldn't need to worry about taking it outside on your deck. It can stand up to quite a bit. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing about these aluminum glasses. Do not put these in the dishwasher. These are far too precious to do that because you'd take the shine right off of them, and you wouldn't want to do that. These have been around for a very long time and been kept good care of, and you don't want to be the one to do them in. Well, one of the things that you have to have with your summer drinks is ice, and keeping that ice from melting is always a challenge. And so it's nice to have an ice bucket around, and so I have 2 to show you here today. This one is Copper Craft Guild, and you can see it has a plastic liner that's in very good condition, and it has these lions on the side with the handles, nice plastic top there. It's in pretty good shape for vintage. It has some pitting on the inside of the lid, but you don't really see that. The lid fits very snugly. And so it really holds the ice and keeps ice ready for you to use for a long time. And then here's another one. I love this one. This is West Bend's Penguin, hot and cold. And so I have used it in the past to keep warm rolls warm, but in the summer, it does a great job of holding ice, or any time of year for that matter. It has this great wooden knob on top and wooden handles on the side. But what I love, I hope you can see them, are these fun penguins marching around the edge of it. It's in quite good condition. Look at that inside, beautiful. And it does have just a little bit of rust on the base, but that doesn't show when you're using it. So this is a great ice bucket as well. So those are two things that let you help keep the ice cold for the summer, because you don't want to be without that on some hot, hazy days. That's what I have to show you today, but you know, I'd love to hear from you. Share your favorite summer drink, a recipe for a summer punch, a story about maybe your favorite memory of these aluminum glasses, or that trip to A&W Dairy Queen. Let's keep the conversation going as we enjoy this lovely season that we are just beginning. There's some good days ahead as we meet with friends in a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. It's been great to be with you today. I look forward to seeing you back here for another Friday Finds next week. And in between, I hope to see you at my store, Rebekah's Retro at Etsy.com. So have a great time and have some lemonade. Bye.